Good morning. This is Grateful Ed. Hope you're having a great day. It is a great day to be alive. I thank God I'm alive every day and able to make a short video and talk about gang stock. So, again, I want to thank the people at the higher levels who have given me the benefit of the doubt when it comes to speaking my mind about imbalances that have been going on in my life and in my community for way too long. So the other thing I want to say is that if you stood up and have dealt with some of these generational curses, I salute you. It is not an easy thing to do, but if you got the call to do it and the window of opportunity opens, you got to take action. And so this, I want to start off by saying that this gang stalking is real. For whatever reason, once you've been signaled out by whoever that may be, and you've been blacklisted for whatever reason, okay, probably because you failed to uh, conform to the norms of what these secret societies and secret groups have wanted you to be or wanted you to be a part of, that type thing. That's the feeling I'm getting. Then they can signal you out, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be they just don't like your ass, or they don't like what you're doing with your life, and something is missing out of their life, where they have to, project their hate and project their ill will onto you, but don't fall for it. I'm saying that, no matter who you are, no matter what your age, it's really evident in today, in the times of the world that we're living in our society, that it's they will attack anybody anywhere. Okay, so there's a lot of tactics that can be used. I will say that it doesn't matter if you're in inner city or the suburbs, or you could be up on the hill and they can turn on your ass for whatever reason. Uh, Mainly, it's a setup in order to get you entrapped, and there's a lot of tactics that have been used. Okay, some of those tactics are they want to separate you from the group. They want to. They'll know everything about you from leaks or hacks or just by here's a big one, buying data on people to use against them. Okay, so that's going to be interesting to find out about that. But anyway, there's a lot of tactics that they will use in order to make you feel alone and isolated and make you feel like you're the cause of the whole situation. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. Trust in yourself. Trust and believe in yourself. Speak up. Stand up for yourself. Okay. They can get away with this for a time. Okay. And that time may be years, decades, centuries, whatever. But during this time, I think it's so important to realize that the tables are changing. The tables are turning, I should say, and time is changing, and it's time for justice within every community and around the world. Okay. So the thing about it is, and it's kind of a hard pill to swallow, but you got to understand that your family can be the biggest enemy that you have. Okay, and perpetuate so much lies and angst in order to, number one, line their own pockets. Number two, discredit you within the community on people you may or may not even know or remember. And, number three, this shit is coming back right around on them, and they never thought they would get caught. So, Lord only knows what they're going through. But if you continue on with this kind of behavior, this is exactly what you get, you know. So, a couple years ago, at the height of the attacks, I a thought came to my mind, like, this is a very systematic gang stalking operation. Okay, and very systematic with many, many players, at different levels. But, at the height of my attack, I was getting attacked by lower to mid-level people, if you will. Okay. Uh, but I got the feeling that this gang stalking and the groups, and when I say gang stalking, what I mean is they're going to be at the grocery store. They're going to run their operations in the Uber. I talked about the food deliveries, the grocery deliveries. I'm just saying that there's a lot of players in this. Okay, being drugged, being poisoned, directed energy weapons. There's a lot of tactics that they can use. Also, how can I say it? These electromagnetic fields, the pulses that they can attack you with the directed energy weapons can mess you up. So it's a real thing. But the thing about it is, I got the feeling that it was sanctioned by the community. Okay, and when I say sanctioned by the community, I'm talking about people in an upper level management position that would approve of these. And I'm saying everybody loves to play Monopoly and everybody loves to win. But when they're gathering their houses, the tactics that they're using to try to drive you out, and even worse, put you on the street without any food and any resource, they don't care. Okay, because they lost their soul. So anybody that has tried to reverse that, that's a great thing. Anybody that will not reverse that and continue on, then I put it in God's hands and let Him deal with you. Because it will not. How can I say it? It will not. You will not be successful in the grand scheme of things if you go against the law of nature for so long. Okay, and that's my opinion. Okay, so like I say, coordinated, orchestrated, and sanctioned by the community and community leaders. So, at the height of the attack, there was Air Force buddy who, he's like, can't you do something with YouTube and make some money? At the time, I never thought. I think I know what he had in mind. After they stole all the after they stole all the music and videos, perhaps it would be something about that. But so I don't know how much longer after that. I think it was more like a year, maybe a year after that. I started talking about things and making video. The thing is, there goes the First Amendment right. They pulled. They shut down one channel, and then I'm blocked, or how can I say, I got strikes against this one so many times. It's not fun. So the thing about it is I had to find a way, and I still got to find a way every day in order to make these videos and get them out. Because even if one person is helped, then that's a success to me. But the thing about it is, again, if they're orchestrated and systematic gang stalking, and they're using the YouTube connections or West Coast connections, if you will, in order to block me and any kind of financial gain, I've seen some of the numbers. I've seen the numbers, and they're a hell of a lot more than what I'm seeing day to day. Okay, so it's not just me, and it's not funny. If there's money owed to us, that roadblock needs to be bulldozed the fuck down, and that money needs to flow out to people that are doing it. Because only together is how we break down these phony governments and these phony ass secret societies that are holding people back in the world. Okay. So also, okay, when it comes to everyone's involved, I got to talk about the children and the teenagers. So it was a thought of mine. This is a couple years ago. That this mother in the neighborhood, she's got her daughter in there, working operations against me too, trying to taunt me, trying to heckle at me and G. Also, I've already, done shows about how they want to bait you with, how can I say it, with the basketball and letting it come into your property, trying to get you out and about. No, I don't want nothing to do with your house. And it also shows there's a big ass breakdown. If your parents are grooming their children like that to run these operations for future endeavors in order to keep your family at the top of the hill and keep everybody else down, that shit ain't gonna work. I'll tell you, that just will not work. Okay, when we were in the Philippines, of course, we had a band, and our lead singer, Greg, he was a great guy, great singer. We got a band together and played some gigs in there. They're very hard to do, uh, but we did for a while, and we had a great time doing it. So, one day he came up and he asked me, he's like, "Do you ever think of the girls that work in the bars in the Philippines as prostitutes?" Okay, and no, I didn't. Not really. I don't know why. It was probably just some big ass illusion. Okay, but it really floored me, and I thought about that. I've never ever forgotten about that because it is true. He recognized it and called it out. I mean, not in a derogatory way. He just said, "Have you ever thought of it this way?" So, when you look at these things, I suppose the best way to do it, if you will, is to take a look at both sides of the situation because there's a lot more things going on than we realize. So, anyway, I want to leave it there. The gang stalking is real. Okay. Understand it's real. Understand how no one is exempt. No one is exempt from being gang stalked or gaslit. Understand that, especially with the military and the local community and the secret societies, that there are many, many ways that they can get to you, through the hacks, the bank account, especially the insurance, and then also these fake marriages. That's something to contend with. My experience comes from the Philippines on that one. People got caught up in that. So never ever underestimate what they can come up with their evil plots and plans, because if that's all they've done all their life, just to screw people systematically through the community and sanctioned by the community, there comes a time when that shit's got to stop, and it stops with each and every one of us standing our ground. Okay, so the other thing is spirituality. If you're a spiritual person, a religious person, whatever you're comfortable with, that's all right in America. Okay, so I say exercise that right and find your spirituality. I believe in God, and I grew up with a core belief that good will overcome evil in the end. That's where we're at. So anyway, I want to thank you very much. Have a great day. God bless you. God bless America, and keep on keeping on.